absolute the navies. You might speak by the cutter or equivocation will undo us. By the logical ratio, these 3 years I have taken out of it. The age has grown so big that the toe of the peasant comes so near the heel of the courtier, he goes his kind. How long has there been a Harry Baker?
All the days in the year, I came to that day that our last King Hamlet overcame Fortinbras.
How long that since?
Cannot you tell that? Every fool can tell. It was the very day that young Hamlet was born. He that is mad and sent into England.
Hey Mary, why was he sent into England?
Why? Because I was mad. I shall recover his wit there, or if I do not, 'tis no great matter there.
Why?
'Tis will not be seen in him there. There the men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strangely they say.
How strange?
Faith in his losing his wits.
Upon what ground?
Why? Here in them. I have been sexton here, man and boy 30 years. Here's skull now. This skull has lying you in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
A person that fell. Could you think it was?
Nee, no, not.
A peasant took him for a mad law. A poor friend of Ronisher man had once. The same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull, the king's jester.
This?
In that.
Let me see. Alas, for Yorick. I need preparation. A fellow of intelligence, a most excellent fancy, has wounded his backers 1,000 times. And now I've recorded my imagination it is, the gorge rises at it. Maybe your jams now, your garbles, your songs, your flashes of merriment that we want to set the table in the row. And one now to mock your own greed, my chair fallen, now get you to my lady's chamber and tell her, let her pay in each thing to this favor she must have. Thank you, love of that. You pure Caesar, dead have turned to clay, my stomach hold to keep the wind away. That earth, which kept the world in awe, shall fetch your vortex from the winter's core. But so. Side the cow.
And the thousand of natural shocks that flashes came to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to reap. Ain't this the route? For in the sleep of death, what dreams we have. When we have shuffled off this mortal coil, as heroes was. There's the respect that makes the light so alive. For old bear, the whips and stones of time, the presses wrong, the broad man's ingenuity, the bands of this wise love, the lost delay, the insolence of office and the spurns, that patient merit of than what it takes, when he himself might his latest make with a fair body. Who would these battles bear, to grant and sweat their weary life? But there the dread of something out there, there the stout country from the school, no rebel returns, passes the wind, and makes us laugh the bed of history.
never doubted love. Dear Ophelia, I feel these numbers. I have not tried to reckon my groans, that I love the best for most best believe it. Dear, thy nevermore was dear lady, once this machine is to hear.
My lord,
And hungry, thank you. Well.
my lord, in remembrance of yours, that I have longest wanted to live, I pray. Think of me.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
And honored lord, you know right well you did. It made the sins Marie. Dear my lord,
Haha. Are you honest?
my lord,
Are you fair?
what means you much?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Beauty, my lord, had better common with honesty.
Nay, truly. But the power of beauty will sooner translate an honesty from what it is to abhor than the power of honesty should translate beauty into his likeness. This was sometimes a paradox, but now time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should have not believed me, for perhaps you cannot annihilate our old stock, but we shall release you of it. I loved you not.
It was what deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Whyst thou be a breeder of thinners? I am myself indifferently honest, but yet I can accuse me of such things that my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more fancies at my bed than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. Get thee to a nunnery. Why should such fellows as I do crawl in between us and heaven? Where's your father?
Oh, my lord.
Well, let the doors be shut upon him, for he may play fool nowhere but in his own house.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens!
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plate for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow. You should not escape calling me. Get thee to a nunnery. Or if thou didst marry a fool, for wise men well know enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery go, and quickly too.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens!
I have heard of your paintings too well enough. God has given you one face, and you make yourselves another. You cheat, you amble, and you least. You nickname God's riches, and you make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to, I'll no more aunt. It has made you mad. I say we will have no more marriages. Those that are married already shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery, go.
What an awful mind is the Osro, the porters, scholars, soldiers, I stand soon, the observed full observers. Quiet down. And I, of ladies most dejected and wretched, that sang the honey of his music was, now is noble and most sovereign reason. Blessed is ecstasy. Woe is me, to have seen what I have seen, see what I see.
My love shall not persuade me I am old, so long as yours and thou are open day. But when indeed and furrows I behold, then look I guess my day should extend. All that beauty that does cover thee, which in my breast does live, as thine in me, how can I then be elder than I am? Oh, they followed be one of thyself so very. the way from foreign hill. Resume the top of thy head. When mine is laid, thou gave me the right not to be back again.
The king that speaks well here tonight. The queen, I'm not exact. For Oberon is passing fell and dross because the sheep has attend to the heart a lot of them. Stones broken in their heap. And she never had such attention as a lost Oberon as a child. Tracy Boris Wild. She proposes hot stanford. Rounds you his flower and make you okay. And now they never meet in grow or win without to clear open the challenge. But they do swear that all their elves for fear will be to Africa and fight.
And the MC takes his wife, she was friend, that Robbie would travel, another city, that tries the makes of filtering, skimming, and sometimes living in the car, and what it makes the perfect job. Isn't it wondrous, laughing at the those that goblin told you, and so it's fine, you're just there over, and say, look the stuff.
I am the mayor wanderer of the night. I gesture up and make him smile when I a vet and give it her you got nice, you like it, but it is oh. And sometimes laughing in the gossip balls in my life because she's red. And when she dreams, I guess her this I pop. And her head with a tulip was head. She was his arm, telling the strangest tale. Sometimes because we stood mistakes. Then they might have her back down the road and tell her lawyer and this. And also his math and read and swear mere hours and rest of them. True fairy, she's got Oberon.
It's you, my mistress, who sent me here with that.
I'll make my moonlight, proud Titania.
What jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hands. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Terrorish ones, and not I thy lord.
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast turned away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn and settled thee, playing on pipes of corn and nursing love to amorous Philippa. Why art thou here? Away from far steep of India, but that forsooth the buffs and Amazon, your basket mistress and the royal love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give that bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame Titania? Alongside my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to pieces, didst not thou let him through the glimmering night from Perigona to Piraeus, and make him with the eagles break his face with the Ariadne and his
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring might we inhale the air, forest, or meet, by great fountain or by rushing brook, or in the beach margin of the sea, to dance our ignorance to the whistling winds. But with thy prose, thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, climbing to us in vain, as in revenge, has sat up from the sea contagious fogs, which fallen in the land, hath every belted river made so proud that they has their road become. The ox has therefore stretched his yoke in vain. The plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere he through the tent appeared. The flock stands empty, the drowned field, and crows are fatted with marine crops. The 9-man Morris is filled up with mud, and quaint mazes in the wanton green, the lack of truth I will distinguish. The human mortal wants their winter here, no night is now with him Harold blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, veil in her anger washes all the air, the rheumatic diseases do about. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter, hoary-headed frosts fall on the flesh web of the crimson rose, and the old himes thin and icy brown, as in a mockery set. The spring, the summer, the angry winter, childing autumn change the wanton liveries, and the mazed world where they increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our deception. We are the parents and origin.
You amended them. It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her over? And do but beg a little, change the voice.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not a child of me. Her mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side. And sat we on the Neptune's young sands, markedly embarked traders in the flood. But she, the immortal of the boy, did die. And for her sake do I rear up a boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this glory claim to stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you shall patiently dance now around, and see all moonlight revels go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your homes.
Give me the coin, I will go with thee.
Not for the fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall chide downright if I rob this state.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I demand it for this city. My gentle heart, now remember, that very time I saw, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on the dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious prayer, that the rude seagulls seaweed her song, and sudden started madly from this piece to hear the seawave's music. I remember that very time I saw, thou was not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, alarmed. A certain aim he took at a fair vessel thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, and it should pierce 100,000 hearts. It's called the Bonalico Celestial Flower. Before milk white, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me the flower that Herba showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping iron's lid will make a man, a woman, madly dote upon the next little creature that it sees. Fetch me this cup, and be not here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I will put a girl around comes in every 40 minutes.
Having wanted juice, I wish to tell you when she was asleep, and draw the liquor in your eyes. The next thing that you make moves upon is alive, there, oh, on Merlin Rock, here in Physique, we shall pursue to the soul of life, and there take this child from opera side. They can take it with you like that. I'll make her enter out the page to me. Life becomes clear, invisible, and I will again come. I'll attend her here. And bring her with some spirit when she comes.